Welcome to the Padlet tutorial. Padlet is a virtual wall that allows students and teachers to share their thoughts and ideas on a topic. The format is similar to an online sheet of paper where students can share content anywhere on the page. It's similar to using a piece of chart paper in your classroom, and students can come up and share their ideas with a sticky note and place them anywhere they would like. Padlet can be accessed at padlet.com. It's also important that students understand the expectations for acceptable use and that inappropriate comments is not a form of acceptable use. So to create an account, you go to padlet.com, which is where I am right now, and you would click to sign up. I already have one, so I'm going to click log in. I signed up with my Google account. This is the dashboard for Padlet. I have some Padlets, but we'll get to those in a second. To create your own Padlet, you'll create New Padlet. If you look over to the right, you see the cog, and that's where you would modify your wall. You would title it and write a description. Then you can change your wallpaper and your layout and put it in any way that you would like. Let's go back to my dashboard. I have two Padlets that I have created so far. The first Padlet is where I posted about what students needed to do for a project. I also posted a link to a Glockster that was used for this research project. Students then posted their sticky notes or their posts of their videos of them reading their books about Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss by Amir Pugh. Dr. Seuss is a author of many books.
Okay, I just wanted to give you a brief view of the video that was on there. Then students were able to make posts about how they felt and their opinions about how their fellow classmates read their books. Another example of a Padlet is to have students talk about their opinions. We're doing opinions in second grade, so I asked students to write an opinion about their favorite movie. Of course, this is just something I created for demonstration purposes, but this can also be used in your classroom. I had a fake person, and I said this was a post from someone named Alex, and it's a great idea to use pseudonyms. And he said, I like Spider-Man because he can shoot webs out of his hands. Well, we want our students to be very specific in their writing and learn how to write details to support their opinions. And so I replied and I said, Alex, why does he shoot webs out of his hands? So then he can reply, and you can see how we can continue. So I can click here on this, I can be Alex, and I can respond to Miss Evans. Another example, James wrote, my favorite book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And I responded and I said, why is it your favorite book? What happens in the book that you like? And this is encouraging the students to add detail and to add more to support with their writing. Some other examples of Padlets are from Mrs. Treichler's wiki page. And these are just some other things that you can do with your students. This is something that can be done with professional development as a ticket out the door. So they had a professional development about digital writing, and so the teachers, they wrote their little sticky notes, and those were their ticket out the door of talking about what they thought. And it looks like they needed to write 3 things, which of course it says it right here. Another example can be thoughts, ideas, and reflections, and this is just to respond how you think about something. What are you grateful for? These are simple things that can be done to excite your students about learning and just to use a technological way to do things that we would use with pen and paper. Another one would be vocabulary lesson with students, and this is kind of similar to the one I just showed you that I created. And this one says, word of the day. The word is fascinate. Make a sentence with this word and post it here. Remember to put your name on the post. So the students wrote their name and they wrote their sentences. And you can see Mr. Shaw is the teacher, and he made responses to what the students were saying. Alex, let us try to rewrite the sentence without the and in the middle. This one says, good sentence, Patrick, but there is a spelling error. The word is vacuum. And I was thinking about this even without telling them what it is. Give them a minute to figure out what their spelling error is. This one says, Aaron, this is not the right use of the word. Would you like to try again? So these are ways that you can communicate with your students. I like this one that can be used with math class. And this one has them post pictures of polygons in the world. It says take a picture and post it to our wall. Don't forget to identify the polygon by name. On your Padlets, one thing I forgot to tell you and to share with you is if you look over here and you see the share export, you can share this with other people. You can make it to where it's private and they can only see it if this code is in here. I did this with my kindergarten one because I wanted my kindergarten children to be safe. You can share it Facebook and Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, all kinds of different things. So as you can see, Padlet is a very useful tool that can be used in your classroom and to excite your students about learning. Padlet can also be accessed at home for homework. You can work collaboratively with their parents. Maybe you have a project where you want them to find maybe pictures or things about Martin Luther King or some other historical figure that they are studying. I like the example of the polygons with math because this was something that they had to do at home and then post it. So this is something that can be used from home to school without having to use your paper and pencil for your homework. These are just a few things that can be done with Padlet, and if you have any questions about Padlet or would like some training on Padlet, please contact me. Thank you.